A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong it is until it's in hot water. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again. With a new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realized how seldom they do. Life is what you make it. Always has been. Always will be. You can often change your circumstances by changing your attitude. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Do one thing every day that scares you. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I can't tell you how to succeed, but I can tell you how to fail. Try to please everybody. People grow through experience. If they meet life honestly and courageously, this is how character is built. Be flexible, but stick to your principles. Great leaders inspire people to have confidence in themselves. Beautiful young people are accidents of nature, but beautiful old people are works of art. It is not fair to ask of others what you are not willing to do yourself. You'll be damned if you do and damned if you don't. Anger is one letter short of Denza. When you have decided what you believe, what you feel must be done, have the courage to stand alone and be counted. The giving of love is an education in itself. We all create the person we become by our choices as we go through life. Light a candle instead of cursing the darkness. Nothing has ever been achieved by the person who says it can't be done. What could we accomplish if we knew we could not fail? Nobody else is going to do the things which are yours to be done in the world. It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. Happiness is not a goal. It is a byproduct. Power corrupts. Knowledge is power. Study hard. Be evil. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. It is today that we create the world of the future. The greatest gift you can give a child is an imagination. All the water in the world cannot drown you unless it gets inside of you. Life is meant to be lived. Understanding is a two-way street. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. If someone betrays you once, it's their fault. If they betray you twice, it's your fault. Courage is more exhilarating than fear, and in the long run, it is easier. If you lose money, you lose much. If you lose friends, you lose more. If you lose faith, you lose all. Never allow a person to tell you no, who doesn't have the power to say yes. Philosophy is not best expressed in words. It is expressed in the choices one makes. Each generation supposes that the world was simpler for the one before it. No leader can be too far ahead of his followers. We are afraid to care too much for fear that the other person does not care at all. The most important word in the English language is hope. The future is literally in our hands to mold as we like, but we cannot wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is now. A stumbling block to the pessimist is a stepping stone to the optimist. The destiny of human rights is in the hands of all our citizens in all our communities. Some people are going to leave a mark on this world, while others will leave a stain. It's your life, but only if you make it so. I think, at a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift should be curiosity. Character building begins in our infancy and continues until death. Never be bored, and you will never be boring. What you don't do can be a destructive force. Everybody wants something. Only a man's character is the real criterion of worth. Manipulate the situation to create the reality of your desire. Caring comes from being able to put yourself in the position of the other person. Before we can make friends with anyone else, we must first make friends with ourselves. More people are ruined by victory, I imagine, than by defeat. Somehow we must be able to show people that democracy is not about words, but action. Be confident, not certain. I never waste time looking back. It is not more vacation we need. It is more vocation. What one has to do usually can be done. Do the things that interest you, and do them with all your heart. If quitting smoking seems hard right now, it is exactly what you should start doing. When you cease to make a contribution, you begin to die. It takes courage to love, but pain through love is the purifying fire which those who love generously know. Life must be lived, and curiosity kept alive. One must never, for whatever reason, turn his back on life. I cannot believe that war is the best solution. No one won the last war, and no one will win the next war. The constant pressure to bring about conformity is a dangerous thing. All of life is a constant education. Poverty is an expensive luxury. We cannot afford it. Staying aloof is not a solution. It is a cowardly evasion. You get strength and courage when you stop to look fear in the face. To undo mistakes is always harder than not to create them originally, but we seldom have foresight. Therefore, we have no choice but to try to correct our past mistakes. No writing has any real value, which is not the expression of genuine thought and feeling. We will never have peace without friendship around the world. When it's better for everyone, it's better for everyone. Anyone who has gone through great suffering is bound to have a greater sympathy and understanding of the problems of mankind.